The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
All right, Ashley Ingram, at long last, 35 days you had to wait between home games, but it's homecoming. UVA Wise comes to town. Start us off with a statement about that and the Highland Cavaliers.
Yeah, we're excited to be home. We're excited for homecoming. Hopefully we'll have a big crowd this weekend. As you win games, each game becomes more meaningful, and obviously we've got a very big game this weekend. UVA Wise is coming in. Coach Bass, I've got a lot of respect for him. He's a very good football coach. These guys are a tough football team. They're going to play hard. They've played, their record just doesn't indicate what kind of football team they are. So we have our work cut out for us again.
I do think it's probably one of the scarier games you play. Sure, it's a one-win team, but outside of the Anderson game, they've been in every game that they've played. A bunch of two-score games for UVA Wise. How dangerous of a club are they?
Oh, they're dangerous. I mean, they played Wingate close. They played Catawba close. They've got a really, really good running back. They're scrappy on defense. And they made a change. The coordinator on defense, so there's a little unknown as to what they're going to do against us. So should be interesting.
You alluded to the running back, Daniel Thomas. He is the league leader in rushing yardage. He's top 10 in yards per game. What sticks out to you about a guy that's probably a contender for Offensive Freshman of the Year in the league?
Yeah, he is. He's athletic. He's explosive. He plays really hard. He runs really hard. He's just a good football player.
Homecoming, obviously you don't get to experience all of the festivities on Saturday, but much like the reunion of the 80s teams, there's going to be a bunch of folks who hold Carson-Newman near and dear to their heart back on campus, experiencing a whole day's worth of activities. Just how meaningful is it to have so many back on campus for whom this place means so much?
No, it's huge for us, and I think really one of the big things we want to accomplish as a football program is we want to make this university, the alums, the former players, we want them to just be proud of the product we're putting on the field and then the way we're behaving off the field. Our guys are doing a great job with that. We're doing well in the classroom. We're representing, and we need to play well because this place has great tradition and we need to live up to the standard.
Certainly the path for the last 7 weeks has been tough game after tough game after tough game. How has that hardened this team's approach as you head into the final 4 weeks of the year? Right.
Well, I think we, especially the second half, the game against Anderson, and maybe the whole game is probably as well as we've played as a team. So we just got to keep putting it together, and we've got tough opponents. They'll all be tough in this league. So much parity in the league. We just got to keep plugging away, and like I said, we got another opportunity to get better this Saturday, and we're excited for the opportunity.
15 different guys touched the football against the Trojans, 11 ball carriers, 4 different pass catchers. How do you utilize that volume of players touching the ball, not in garbage time, mind you, with meaningful snaps moving forward?
Right. Well, we've got young guys that needed reps, needed opportunities. We were able to get them some this past week, and we're going to try to continue to feed those guys the ball a little bit. And, as they grow and mature as players and we can put more on their plate, we'll just try to keep continuing to do that.
Who's surprised you at this point in the season that's been a pleasant surprise?
Our O-line is coming together. We had some injuries early on, but we've got them back. They're all healthy now. They continue to get better as we go. Both quarterbacks played well last week. Our slots are playing well. We got some young B-backs that are getting some reps. Defensively, we're doing a lot of good things, and Coach Allman's doing a great job using different packages and getting more DBs on the field in their base package. But I'm just pleased with where we're at, and pleased that our guys are still excited about playing, and we're just trying to plug away and get better each week.
You allude to your touch on the defense. Number 1 in the conference in scoring defense, number 2 in yardage allowed, you're number 1 in first downs allowed. There has been no drop-off from Larry Slade's retirement to Tyler taking the reins of that thing. What do you think that is owed to?
Well, I think the whole thought, knowing that Coach Slade was likely just going to coach one more year, is we brought Tyler in with the anticipation that he would be promoted to DC. So the continuity's there. Obviously, he does things a little different than Coach Slade, but there's obviously still a lot of carryover too. So yeah, just kind of what we thought we'd be good on defense, and we're playing well there. And then we're trying to play complementary football. You know, we want to win games. We're not turning the ball over on offense. We're running the ball. We're controlling the clock for the most part. So that's been a positive.
Cruz Temple's the SAC Defensive Player of the Week. Nobody on defense really has insane stats week in, week out, but he's clearly of the mold of high-level linebackers that have come through here the past few years. What sticks out to you about the season that he's having to finally get a Player of the Week accolade?
Yeah, the great thing about Cruz is you know exactly what you're going to get every week. You're going to get great effort, you're going to get great intensity, you're going to get passion, you're going to get a guy that's going to chase the football, that's going to compete every single snap, and I think he rubs off on our defense.
You touched on Zane and Teddy both playing well at quarterback. I don't know that you started this season with the thought of utilizing both, but because of injuries, you've kind of had that hand forced, and now you have two guys clearly that are capable of starting and leading you to wins. What's the strategy behind those two's implementation on the field? Yeah,
well, you said it. We both have had a little nagging injuries, nothing very serious, but just kind of warranted playing another guy, and it's looks like it's a pretty good little system we've got going right now, and we'll just figure out whoever's got the hot hand, they'll get the shot.
UVA wise, you've got a little coaching tree cooking. You've got Max Bryant, who graduated here as a defensive lineman last year. He's an assistant for Gary Bass at UVA wise. What's it like seeing one of your own on the opposite side of the field from you?
We'll talk to him after the game. Yeah. No, Max is a great young man. I'm excited that he's doing well there. Not surprised whatsoever, but we want to kick Max's butt on Saturday.
Anything else?
No, that's it. We're just excited for the opportunity.